Ever wondered who truly owns the companies you do business with or why it even matters? Imagine navigating the business world with a blindfold on, unaware of the true identities behind the corporations you interact with. This is where beneficial ownership information comes into play, a compass guiding you through the complex web of corporate ownership. It's more than just names on a document, it's a key to unlock the doors of transparency and accountability. Well, it's time to unravel the mystery of beneficial ownership information. Beneficial ownership information is not as complex as it sounds. Let's take a moment to unpack this concept, shall we? Imagine you own a bakery. You're the one who decided to start the business, put in the hard work, and now you're reaping the benefits. In this scenario, you are the beneficial owner of the bakery. You have the power to control the business and you enjoy the rewards it brings. That's the essence of beneficial ownership. However, in the world of finance and business, things can get a bit more complex. Perhaps instead of a bakery, you have a corporation or a trust. Maybe there are multiple owners, or the ownership is hidden behind layers of legal entities. That's where the beneficial ownership information comes in. Beneficial ownership information is essentially a record of who really owns a company. It's not necessarily about whose name is on the paperwork, but who ultimately benefits from the company's profits and who has the power to control its direction. This concept exists to promote transparency and accountability in the business world. It's a way to prevent misuse of companies for illicit activities like money laundering, corruption, tax evasion, and even terrorism financing. For instance, let's say a company is doing business that is potentially harmful to society or the environment. If the true owners of the company are hidden, it's hard to hold them accountable. But with beneficial ownership information, we can know who's really pulling the strings and they can be held responsible for their actions. Similarly, if a company is involved in illegal activities, the beneficial ownership information can help track down the real culprits, not just the front men or the fall guys. So, in a nutshell, beneficial ownership information is all about knowing who's really in control and who's benefiting from a company. It's a tool for transparency, accountability, and justice in the business world. Now that you understand what beneficial ownership information is, let's delve into why it's so important. Beneficial ownership information is like a map leading to the truth behind a company's ownership. This statement might sound like a grand claim, but the importance of beneficial ownership information cannot be overstated. Let's imagine a world without this information. It would be like navigating through a maze blindfolded. We wouldn't know who really controls the companies we deal with. This lack of transparency can lead to a host of problems, including financial crimes like money laundering and tax evasion. In fact, according to the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, or FinCEN, the lack of beneficial ownership information is one of the key challenges in detecting and preventing these crimes. But with beneficial ownership information, we have a clear map that reveals the true controllers of a company. It's like turning on the lights in a dark room. Suddenly, we can see everything clearly. This transparency not only deters criminals, but also fosters trust and confidence in the business environment. After all, wouldn't you feel more comfortable dealing with a company when you know who's behind it? Besides preventing financial crimes and promoting transparency, beneficial ownership information also plays a crucial role in risk assessment. In today's globalized world, companies often deal with numerous other companies, some of which might be located in other countries. In such a complex web of relationships, it can be challenging to assess the risks involved in a business transaction. However, with beneficial ownership information, companies can get a clear picture of who they are dealing with, enabling them to make more informed decisions and mitigate potential risks. So, whether it's preventing financial crimes, fostering transparency, or aiding in risk assessment, the importance of beneficial ownership information is clear. It's an essential tool that helps create a more secure, transparent, and trustworthy business environment. Without it, we would be navigating through the business world blindfolded. In essence, beneficial ownership information helps create a safer, more transparent business environment. So, what have we learned about beneficial ownership information? We've unpacked the concept of beneficial ownership information, a term that may have sounded intimidating at first, but hopefully now it's a bit more familiar. This isn't just a fancy financial term, it has real implications for businesses and individuals alike. We've delved into how this information is a crucial part of understanding who really owns and controls a company. It's not always as straightforward as it seems, as ownership can be shrouded in layers of corporations, trusts, and partnerships. But with beneficial ownership information, we can peel back those layers to see the truth. We've also highlighted why this information is so important. It's not just about understanding business dynamics, it's about promoting transparency and accountability. This information can be a powerful tool in combating financial crime, from money laundering to tax evasion. Remember, beneficial ownership information isn't just for the big players in finance, it's an essential tool for anyone involved in business. Whether you're starting a new venture or looking to invest in a company, this information can give you a clearer picture of who you're really dealing with. In the world of business, knowledge is power, and beneficial ownership information gives you the power to make informed decisions, to understand the landscape, and to navigate the complexities of corporate ownership. With beneficial ownership information, you can navigate the business world with more confidence and security. Knowledge is power, and you now have the power of understanding beneficial ownership information. You're now equipped with an understanding that goes beyond the surface, diving into the heart of financial transparency. It's a tool in your arsenal, a secret weapon in your business strategy. So, what's next? We're curious to know what you think. Have you encountered situations where beneficial ownership information made a difference? Have you come across challenges in interpreting this data? Or perhaps you have a question that's been left unanswered. The comments section is open for your insights, experiences, and queries. Remember, we're in this journey together. Your insights might just be the answer that someone else is seeking. So don't hesitate to dive in, join the conversation, and let's learn from each other. If you found this video helpful, like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you will know when we post new videos every week. Stay informed, stay ahead.